Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to bring you along with me and show you exactly what it's like to have a six-figure pet sitting and dog walking business with 30 employees. In previous videos, I've shown y'all what a busy day is like. So you can go back and see what it's like for me to have a full day of pet sitting visits and dog walks in several videos here on my channel. I've also shown you what it's like to be on the road as a pet transporter. I have over 20 videos here on the channel showing me driving across the country as I transport dogs. But one of the most common questions I get on my videos is what's just a normal day like for me as the owner of Bad to the Bone Pet Care? And today I'm at home. I have a pretty normal day with just a couple of dog walks and a couple of meetings and wrapping up a couple quick projects. So I'm going to bring you along with me and show you exactly what real life is like. It's a few minutes after 7 a.m. and I've showered, I've gotten my mustache waxed, I've made my morning coffee, and I am about to get to work here. And the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Time to Pet, and I'm just going to look at the schedule for the day. I'm not actually doing any scheduling. You know, I have an administrative team and an operations manager that handles all of that for me every day. But I just like to see who's on the schedule and get an idea of what's going on in the business every morning. Okay, I just spent a few minutes reviewing the schedule for the day, and we actually only have 40 visits on the schedule today, and we have 12 team members handling those 40 visits. It's the middle of January, and January is always our slowest month of the year as pet sitters and dog walkers. But now that I've done that, the next thing that I'm going to do here is just quickly go over the most important emails that came in over the night. I'll respond to those, and then I'll do the same thing for any questions and comments that came in from my positive hiring course students as well. And just responding to all of that stuff should take me the next couple of hours and bring me to my first meeting of the day, which will be at 10 a.m. Alright, it's now about 9:50 and I spent over an hour just responding to Slack messages and emails and texts and Facebook messages and all of that fun stuff. And as I was going through messages, I saw that I actually had 2 long-distance pet transportation requests come in overnight. So I got in contact with both of those clients and talked to them about some tentative dates and estimates and all of that kind of stuff. I always love getting requests, but if you're ever going to request for me to drive your dogs across the country or for me to pet sit for you, I really urge you to plan at least a couple months in advance. So anyway, after I did all of that, I worked on editing a video that I filmed yesterday for the Time to Pet YouTube channel. It's a video about how to start your pet sitting and dog walking business. Filmed it yesterday and started editing it last night. So I just finished editing it. I sent it to Time to Pet. I cut a couple reels for them from the main video. And then right now I am working on writing the video description, and then I have to make the thumbnail. But I've got to hit the pause button on that really quick because I have a mastermind call here in just a few minutes. I am enrolled in Michelle Klein's Dogco Mastermind this year. I'm really focusing on growing my business and getting it to operate even smoother than it already does. So we have these weekly calls together as a group, and I will catch up with you guys right after that. As I've been working through all of this morning, I have already walked over 2 miles here on my treadmill at my standing desk. And I just have to tell y'all that this is the best purchase that I made all of 2024. The standing desk and this treadmill. You know, I was in the field walking dogs all day, every day for years and years and years before I got my team to the point to where I could really focus on the administrative work. And because of that, like if you force me to sit down in front of a computer, my brain just goes into shutdown mode. I have to continue moving. And being able to just walk like this while I'm on the computer, I walk a minimum of 5 miles a day that I'm here at home working on admin stuff like this. and it takes my productivity to the next level. All right, it's about 11:45, and we had a great mastermind call that lasted a little over an hour. Now I'm here in beautiful Willow Branch Park walking Miss Lyra. I love this girl. I walk Lyra twice every Wednesday and Thursday for her family. Actually, one of the most common questions that I get from people when I'm talking about my business and what my normal days are like is why I am still out in the field doing dog walks and visits like this. I actually had somebody comment just a few weeks ago saying that they did not believe that I actually had a team and have a successful business, because if I did, and if that was true, I wouldn't be out in the field doing this. I tell everybody that my name's Doug the Dog Guy. I came by that nickname naturally and for a reason, and it's because this is what I love. This is success to me. You know, getting to be out here and spend my days with dogs like Lyra, there's nothing better than this. The reason that I continue to go out into the field and walk dogs and do pet sits and things like this is because I did not start a pet sitting and dog walking business to sit in front of a computer and manage people. You know, I love getting to do that. I love having a team and all of that kind of stuff, but that is just not why I got into this. And that's why I have an admin team and I have an operations manager handling as much of the scheduling and invoicing and new client onboarding and all of that kind of stuff as possible for me. Because if they can handle all of that, then that provides me the opportunity to go out into the field and do things like this. All right, it's now about 12:30 and I'm here with little Toasty Boy, my little toaster strudel. I love this dude. I get to see him randomly on weekdays when his parents have long work days. This is just a quick 30-minute visit. I'm hanging out in the backyard with him, giving him lots of love, lots of cuddles, and I'll feed him lunch while I'm here. And just continuing on that point that I was making there as we walked Lyra, you know, I can't be in the field all the time. You know, I would love to still be in the field walking dogs and doing pet sits all day, every day, because that is what makes me the happiest. But I do have to work on the business. I can't just work in the business. And that's why you'll see today that I only have these 2 visits. That's what really allows me to have this nice balance of being able to work on the business in the morning and in the afternoon, and then I get to still see some of my favorite dogs midday. All right, it's now a little after 2 p.m. and I got home from Toast just in time for my Zoom meeting with our bookkeeper. So my operations manager is in charge of payroll every week and invoicing our clients and everything. But then we do have a third-party bookkeeper that makes our monthly profit and loss statements and kind of helps me with financial projections and all of that good stuff. And I have a meeting with her every 3 weeks. So I just finished up with that. Everything's looking good. Now that I'm done with that meeting, I have a few emails to respond to, a few more Slack messages from my team to respond to, and then I've got to get a couple documents together for our tax people now that I'm done talking to the bookkeeper. And while I'm doing all of that, I will make a quick post on our Instagram and our Facebook page. I typically try to have all of our posts drafted and pre-scheduled at least a week in advance, but I'm just a little bit behind on that right now. So I'm going to do that, and all of that should take me, you know, the next couple of hours, so I'll check in with you soon. All right, it's about 4:30 now, and I've spent the last couple hours on the computer getting those documents together. I made the Instagram and the Facebook post, and touched base with my operations manager, replied to a bunch of emails, all very exciting stuff as a business owner. Now I'm back with Miss Lyra for her evening walk. She's eating dinner right now, and then we'll get a good walk in here together. Lyra and I are getting our walk in here at Willow Branch Park again. I just love this park. I love Lyra. Life is good. It's a little after 6 p.m. and I'm now back at home. I'm enjoying a few minutes out in the backyard with my babies. If you haven't watched my videos before and you don't know, this is my baby boy Turkey Bird, and that right there is King.
It's cold out here, so he wants to go back inside. But I'm actually leaving for a pet transport tomorrow morning. I'm going to be heading down to Naples, Florida, where I will be picking up a bulldog named Tonka, and I'll be driving him up to Minnesota over the next few days. If you guys are subscribed and watching my weekly videos, you saw me drive him down to Florida from Minnesota just a couple of videos ago. So I'm really excited to get to see him again tomorrow. But with that, I will be spending the rest of the evening washing a load of clothes and then packing all of my supplies for that pet transport. And then I've got to work a little bit ahead on a few things to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks while I'm on the road. And what I mean by that is I've got to set up an out-of-office email that will go out when people email me. I have to design and schedule our next few Instagram and Facebook posts. And we have a weekly email newsletter that goes out to over 1,000 families across Northeast Florida. So I've got to draft and schedule that to go out while I'm gone. So I'll end this video here. I know you guys don't want to watch me wash clothes. I hope by showing you guys what my normal days are like that you can see that if I can do this, you can too. I'm not saying it's easy. You know, there are a lot of challenges along the way, but I mean, I truly do believe that if I can figure all this out and I can make it work, you can too. So thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. And with that, I'm Doug the Dog Guy, reminding you to stay positive.